You ever think about where you can get a burger with that nice, crispy, juicy crust? But let me tell you, we're gonna go visit my friend Ray at the Wildcat Cafe on this episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Yeah, you can see that. Got the grill at about 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm not much of a scientist, but I know that that's the right temperature for the Maillard reaction to take place on these fine slices of patty. Do you hear that? You hear that sizzle? That's the sizzle of those glucose molecules acting up with those amino groups. Those little proteins getting to know those sugars in there. Oh yeah, you smell that? Come in here, you see that? You see that nice crispy edge on there? Maillard reaction at work there, buddy.
Hi, I am a scientist and I am 100% certified to tell you about the Maillard reaction. So we start with glucose, you see, which is a reducing sugar. A reducing sugar is one that can donate electrons. So it's going to donate the electrons to this amino group, and through a series of reactions, going to magically turn into this N-substituted glycosylamine. As you can see, we have now replaced this oxygen with a nitrogen, an amine group. And then we have some water floating around in there too. Next up in the cycle, we have step 2, amidori rearrangement. So you remember that N-substituted glycosylamine that we had last time? Well, that thing is highly reactive. So we are going to be undergoing a process called tautomerization. And basically what that means is we have all these electrons moving around and fluctuating. So all of these double bonds are hopping around until we get to our amidori compound. Now what is that? We have, at the end you can see here, a ketosamine. And that ketosamine is really where the rest of the magic is going to happen in this chemical reaction. So what happens now with our amidori compounds? Well, you see these high temperatures, which ideally should be 145 to 165 degrees Celsius to ideally make this reaction happen. Through the process of dehydration, deamination, and fragmentation, we end up with all these different polymeric compounds. As you can see, a few examples here. We have furans, which might give it a meatier burnt or caramelly taste. We have the thiophenes, which will give you that rich, meaty, roasted flavor. And we have the pyrazines that give the cooked, roasted, toasted stuff. Now, this is only a few examples, but there are many reactions that can continue to happen, including the melanoids, which gives it that beautiful brown, rich color. Thanks for stopping by.
Here you go, guy. Try this delicious burger. Oh, thanks, man. This just looks fantastic. I see we got the brioche bun here. We got that patty with that nice little juicy Maillard crust on there. All right, now let's moment of truth. Oh, that crust. That is the best chemical reaction I've ever tasted.